Hello. Just trying to get things organized here. Yes. Welcome. Welcome to Dana's Celtic World. I'm Kate. Happy Friday. I hope you had a good day today. It was rainy mainly all across the country. Many of us had to be careful driving. Many of us had a lot to do today with family friends now that school is over, right? School is definitely over, and we all get a little bit of a break, especially with commutes. Okay, this week is going to be great. Jupiter expansion, luck. I mean, I love it. I love it. Expansion, growth, higher thinking, luck, abundance, expanding, making financial investments. It's just outside in the rain. Sorry. And this is great. Um, we have a lot going on with Jupiter. Um, Jupiter's traditional ruler was Pisces. Now it's Pisces' original house ruler, but Pisces is now ruled by Neptune. Currently, now Jupiter is Sagittarius's ruler. Sagittarius is ninth house matters. Pisces is 12th house matters. So we have a lot going on there with ninth house. It's all about, you know, the wisdom, philosophy, higher education. What are we going to be doing with higher education? Religion. Religion is a big part here. The world is a changing. That's all I can say. The world is definitely going through a charismatic change. And with that said, people are changing decisions about things, about their goals, about their religious beliefs, about um, how they feel about religious beliefs from now on. It's totally changing. Um, 12th house matters obviously is the hidden, psychic awareness, spirituality, what's out there in the ethers, the subconscious, the unconscious, our dreams. Pisces is all about that. They rule that, and we love that. Many of us don't take a journal and journal our dreams. Some people do. Um, we also this week is going to be lucky for so many of the zodiac signs, and I love it. I mean, everyone has of many of the zodiac signs have many um, aspects of Jupiter. Some don't, but you have aspects of it that are in your zodiac sign. This week, every zodiac sign is going to be incredibly lucky. Things are going to come up for each of you where you will have luck come up, financial success, career. For every sign, I want to say this week is all about focus for everyone. For everyone. Trying to get this down a little bit. There you go. For everyone. So, it's this is with the new moon coming up in Gemini as well on the 15th. And those focus ideas or things that you were planning will need to include detailed communication, um, how we use technology, how we go into shifting from one perspective to another. A lot of people, like I just said, are shifting their perspective. They're not thinking anymore about the old paradigm when they're working on something new. They're thinking something new. They're changing their ideas. They're seeing that the world is making a huge transformation. We have Pluto in them as well. Tomorrow, especially. You know, and then the new moon on the 15th again in Gemini. We have Uranus in Gemini for 7 years. Gemini's always going to have this, I want to call seat on the bench with the rest of the zodiac signs each and every day. You know, they might not be up to bat every day, but they're always going to have some seat on the bench because Uranus is in, you know, enter Gemini for the next 7 years. So there's always going to be a seat on the bench for Gemini and Uranus. You know, with June, the new moon coming up on the 15th, we're going to need to know where our focus is, where we're shifting our perspectives, where we're shifting our attention to, how we're making those decisions, what are the beliefs within the world, what's going on in the world, um, the whole world, not just our box that we live in or our family that we relate to. Um, and many people now, light workers, psychic mediums, empaths, um, yogis, a lot of people who work with their meditation, work with their just healing. A lot of people are going through a huge ascension, a huge ascension. Their spirituality is lifting up and rising and feeling it. Many people are feeling that ascension. And for me, it's really lovely, although it makes me very tired. You know, it makes me very tired. I want to say many of us are not only ascending through our healing and our abilities or what our spirituality is, we're also ascending in a higher spirituality consciousness and subconsciousness of how we do love, how do we take care of ourselves, how do we take care of others, what do we need to enhance the level of living that we have from what we have now to where we want to go to the next level of how we're going to feed our souls down the line for the next 7 to 10 years. Because the world is going to change. It's started already a long, long time ago, but now it's going to go for fast. I've been saying this every reading. You know, how are we going to feed our souls to transform ourselves to move forward, to leave what no longer serves us behind? Leave it behind. If it no longer serves you, let it go. Love and let it go. Give him your blessing. We praise you. I'm so happy you're here with me, but this is no longer serving me anymore. I'm no longer serving. We might be no longer serving other people anymore. You know, I found myself today making a mental list of all the friends and all the people I used to talk to growing up, or social media, or going to barbecues, and the list keeps going down, 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 and not because they're bad people, because we all change. Our beliefs change, our families change, our dynamics change, our internal processes change, our intrinsic motivations change, our goals change, the way we see the world changes, right? And, you know, our spirituality is changing. And we need to look at others with others when how do we need to enhance that level? How are we going to feed our souls with Uranus and Gemini for the next 7 years? So what are we planning for? Is what I want to say to everybody. Put this in your head. What are we planning for what we are going to be thinking ahead about, and how all of those internal and external, okay, personal needs, views of ourselves and others, how are they going to help us when we take a step back and take a look at the world in front of us? How all those connections and the things that we've had in the past 20 years, not not so much 20 years, but I want to say close to it. Okay, how is all this looking forward and looking at the landscape? The landscape, the architecture is going to change, not just with people and personalities and religious and spirituality and beliefs and goals and AI and technology and the way we do employment, right? What are we as our individual self, our individuality? How are we going to perceive all of these things and look at the landscape of the past so that we can make the right connections for each individual self with our own individuality, okay, to find happiness for the long term, not for the short term, because most of us are at a part in our life where, uh, long term, that a lot of that's gone by. People I've talked to that I am still friends with, their kids are already out of the house. You know, mine are in college. You know, how are we going forward? What's the next step? How are some of you in college? What are you going to do? What's your major? What would you like to see for yourself? What would you like to have happen? Do you want to have a long term career? Do you want to be a surgeon? Do you want to dedicate yourself to your career? Would you like to have a family? Would you like to open your own business? Is it applicable to this to the foundations and the architecture and the landscape that we have now? This is all part of what's going on in the ethers around us. I'm not talking about this week now because that's we can get back to that with Jupiter and financial awareness and how we're gonna mold that and get that into place because that is another circumstance we're going to need to be not worried about, but we're going to be conscious about day to day because we're going to have to feed ourselves and not just emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. Security, safety, you know, peacefulness, having wholeness, having a happy family, having happy lives, feeling like you can come home and be safe. This world is going through some charismatic changes. And right now with the we've got some elections and some things going on with different states, especially California and a lot of you know the blue states. A lot going on with in the world, in the Middle East, and with other countries. We have to take a look at how do we find happiness individualistically, while also putting into perspective that we have Uranus and Gemini next 7 years. Jupiter is going to be in the play. We're going to have financial abundance, financial luck, financial happiness, expansion, and going forward for the next couple of weeks. It's great. We're going to be having a lot of Saturn and Sagittarius, with Saturn with Sagittarius, and in the mix. Here we're going to get to that here soon. But making the right connections for ourselves intrinsically and extrinsically to help us discern what is going to make us happy for the long term and make sure that we have the right connections that we want so that we are close continuously with the people in our lives that we want to be with, not the ones that we no longer keep connected to. And I mean, like, I'll give an example, like the ones that are on your Facebook or, oh gosh, LinkedIn or Instagram, and they're just there, but you don't talk to them. You haven't talked to them in 10 years. There's a little picture of them there. It's like, hi. But they're not really there. They're not really, they're not really your friends. You're not talking to them every week. Who are we talking to every week? And that's the thing I want to focus on is who are we working with every week, right? We want to be have keep our close friends, keep our personal friends, our colleagues, our children close to us. Keep it intertwined to the life, the security, the peace, the happiness, the financial security, keeping us whole and happy, moving forward. Because that is going to be a big deal with the way the world is turning right now. We need to focus on that because it's not going to change very much as far as we're going to go back to the way it was. No, this isn't this isn't a Barbara Streisand movie. We're not going to do the way we were. That's gone. That's done. Okay, you need to think about the way we're going to be and what I need to be going forward successfully for everybody at stake in your home, yourself. And if it's just yourself, or if you're a single parent and it's you and your friends, or you and you and just your children, that's fine. That's great. But let's keep in mind, and some of us, I have some friends that their children are going to live with them for the rest of their lives because they have disabilities. That's another thing you have to think about. Okay. But for today and tomorrow, and I'll be back tomorrow as well for a daily reading and a couple of card polls for everyone. Just so happy to have you here. And thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for liking this channel. It's great. I'm loving this. I'm having a great time. All of you are fantastic. I love answering your chats. I'm getting a lot of emails. I'm so titillated to be able to meet all of you and hear questions that you may have or any questions you might want me to try to help you with or take a look at your birth chart. That makes me so happy to be able to do that for each and every one of you. Today, and I have some for beginning tomorrow, but I'll be back tomorrow to also address another reading with a ton more of changes in the planetary movement and what's going on with us this week. This week is great for all the signs. I mean, it is so lovely. We have the moon in Aquarius highlighting intuition and, originality, big mind, big ideas. Are you going to be the person that gets out there in the pep rally and say, I want this. This is how it should be. We need to support this woman because that is Aquarius, who is ruled by Uranus. And he's going to go out there and he's like, rah, rah, rah. And we need to have that. Sometimes we need a cheerleader, we need that cheerleader. And with the broad mindedness, open mindedness, being open to new ideas, being open to new success, having that great supporter that everybody comes together and wants that same goal. That's more of what I'd love to see, right? We all would love to see that. More of that, more collaboration, communication, and with Uranus and Gemini, in order for things to move more smoothly as we go through the next 7+ years, we're going to need that. No more, I'm going to hide and be introverted and I don't want to talk to anybody, get away. I'm doing my thing. I'm a programmer. I don't need to talk to anybody. Sorry, let me get some water. I don't need to talk to anybody. And no, 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 ma'am. Sorry, baby doll. We have to communicate. We want this world to be better. We want to work together. We want to see the world become a better place. Okay? And with that, we have Saturn in the sun supporting cooperation, conservation, conservative progress, right? conservative progress for a while. And then we're going to have that Saturn and the Sun squaring to Mars, facing challenges, changing so many things going on. And with that, challenges meaning, with the square, there's always challenge with balance and, you know, are we balancing our energy? Because Mars is all about energy, moving forward, ambition, the warrior. And with that Saturn and the Sun squaring to Mars, we're going to be challenging the balance of energy. Are we going to be, we need to be careful. We're taking action. We need to be careful and engage our brain before going ahead and being like a, you know, like a football player that wants to run down that football field and make that touchdown. And he's running his like a locomotive. One thing on his mind, touchdown. But here in this situation, we need to, for every 10 yards, we need to stop and think and go, am I doing this? Is this the right decision? Am I making the right move? Am I going forward carefully? Do I have balance? Do I have balance and energy? I'm using that analogy for those of you that understand that Mars is super energy, going fast, going fast, going fast. Action, energy, using your ambition, going forward with emotional control. That's what we need to do. And we have to have intellectual and emotional maturity in making these decisions and discerning our actions, right? Discerning our actions. Because if we're not doing that, we're not thinking about what we do it because before we do it, we're just doing. And I'm sorry, what are we doing again? Like you're just doing to do, but you don't know what the heck you're doing. My hair's sticking up. That's what happens when you go out in the rain. So, and that's great. That's great. I believe that is going to be so successful. You know, and with that, you know, you have the strength, all of you, to balance this out. Because this move going forward, if you're taking time to take the steps to think first and then take the action, if you plan that out well, it's going to move in your favor. You're going to have some great things happen for you. Fantastic things happen for you. And that's what you want. You want fantastic things to happen to you so that you can go forward and everything is going kind of the way you planned it. Now, are there other things that can go wrong? Sure, sure. Isn't that life? We always plan things and then something comes up and we're just like, see, we planned this, but hey. Okay. Okay, tomorrow on June 6th, we've got the moon entering Pisces. And again, woohoo. Yep, there we go. That's the moon. We got Pisces coming into the mix. Okay. And Pisces is doing so well right now because we have Jupiter there. And my lovely friend Pisces and Sagittarius. Pisces was originally ruled by Jupiter, but he's still back there supporting Pisces. Now he's with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is that fire sign, leadership, aggression. I love it. Impulsive, courage, going out there, getting it done. So tomorrow's, the moon is going to enter Pisces, moving forward. Use reflective time, just like I said, with the Saturn and Sun supporting cooperation, conservative progress, but it's square to Mars. Same thing with the square to Mars. Pisces moving forward, using reflection before initiating any new projects. But this is great. This Pisces is like emotional happiness, relaxing, watching a game, maybe going to one of your son's basketball game, watching the NBA finals, which the Knicks did horrible this week. Maybe with that, since I'm a New Yorker, just doing things that make you relax, barbecuing, hanging out with your love or your partner interests. You got beautiful Pisces there. That's all about emotional success, emotional love. It's in a positive, positive, positive. All of it, just all of it. And I love it. It's so wonderful for all of you. And then you're going to have the sun. It's going to sextile Saturn. Oh, I can't begin to tell you how great this is. Because when the sun sextiles Saturn, okay, a sextile is a great balance. It's harmonious. It's almost like it's like you meet somebody and you're like, did I meet you somewhere else? Because we are in like twin flames. Are you my twin? Are you my double? It's like hanging out with yourself, hanging out with your double, hanging out with yourself. I mean, that's the best thing I could say to it. It's harmonious. It's like being with your best friend in the whole world. The energies are great. It's going to be a little slow, but that's okay because everybody's going to enjoy this. Everybody's going to positive, 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 wonderful, emotional, financial um, growth with, and beautiful communication with Gemini. If you're communicating and thinking and reflecting, this should run beautiful for every sign. Beautiful for every sign, really. And it's having patience and being reflective, kind of like going outside. You're say your wife's in the pool, you're barbecuing, you go to the driveway, shoot a couple hoops with your kids, the neighbors over, you're just chillaxing. It's that kind of sun, sextile Saturn, just doing the right things, reflecting, making good choices, being collaborative, conservatively going through the day with progress, moving forward, being humdrum, kicking back, having patience, working well with others. If you have anything that's kind of on the shelf and you have to finish it, say do it tomorrow morning and get it over with so you can enjoy the day. That's what I would do. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would do that. I would do that. Mhm. And then go through the day and have fun, go swimming in the pool, put that bikini on, put that, put that suntan lotion on, make sure you use SPF suntan lotion. Even I have to, um, you know, just go out there, be relaxed, enjoy your time, enjoy your day. This is great. We have, again, abundance, good luck. I want to say this week, I want to say, especially the water signs and some of um, some of the fire signs. Go. I'm not saying anybody's going to win. I'm not going to make any promises. However, however, okay, a lot of people may pick some numbers and win a lotto, a scratch off. Just saying. This is a lucky week. I want to say, and I think I said it last reading. This is going to be a lucky week for many of you. Um, go do a scratch off, go play some numbers. I'm not doing say just take a chance, have fun with it, don't think about it, enjoy it. Let the universe show karma. If it's deserving, it comes back to you, right? If it's deserving, it comes back to you. Don't worry about it too much. Just enjoy it, let it go through. Um, you know, And I want to say, everybody, this week, being that we're officially only a week or so away from summer solstice, enjoy being outside. The weather's kind of wonky this year with the El Nino effect. Um, you know, I have friends up north that live in upstate New York, that live in Massachusetts. Um, and they're like, one day it's, oh geez, they tell me, my friends are telling me, oh, one day it's, oh, geez. It's like, I can't even believe I'm saying this. One day, I had my friend's mother tell me, we had the heat on last night. And then the next day, it was 91 degrees. And the night before, it was 38 degrees. The weather is, enjoy it. I want to say with the El Nino effect, I've been doing the forecasting too with the planets and the weather and the moon cycle. It's going to be a treacherously hot summer. The air will be on a lot, and I hate that. I live in Texas all last summer. It was 115 degrees. But I want to put that out there because I did that research, and I want to say that for some of you, you may have to pick up some more fans if you don't have air. For a lot of you, drink, just stay hydrated, stay hydrated, stay hydrated. Spend a lot of time out in the pool. If you have to go out and work in the yard, do it 7 o'clock in the morning when it's still, when it's 80 degrees already. But before it's 100, you get my drift. And, again, I want to make it clear that tomorrow you're going to have some Pluto. Pluto is letting go, transformation. Pluto is still there telling us, let it go. It's like, I'm going to do this. I can't believe I'm going to do this. Here's my candle. I have my Pisces candle. It's like beating a dead horse. Listen to me. Listen to me. I need your attention. I want your attention. Please pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. If this person is no longer serving you, and I'm using the candle as an example, not literally, if this individual or things are not panning out for you, or if something isn't going right, let it go. Love and let go. Don't ponder on it. Don't worry about it. Say goodbye. Because the only thing it's going to do is it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt your health. It's going to stress you out. And you know what? They're not worth it. No one's worth someone else's health. No one's worth, oh, no one's worth my shirt got stuck on the table. No one's worth all that, right? It's not worth it for you to get all bent out of shape over someone else like that. It just isn't. If they're not interested, I'm sure there's 20 other people that would love to have each and every one of you. I've had a lot of those emails this week and text messages and chats. I'm going to be pulling with you. I'm going to be having a membership starting. I said that already to each of you. It's going to be going live 4th of July weekend. And the membership's going to be really cheap, and I'm going to have badges. I'm going to have where you have access to me to like send me a message to get a 1 card reading, see a short, to talk to me if you have any questions for a couple of minutes, no charge. To talk about the astrology, to talk about if you have a question about astrology or your sign, if you want an astrological chart, if you want a full astrological chart with all of your 12 houses and a tropical spread of your astrology chart, I can do that. That's a chart. But if you just have one question or a 1 card pull, I can do that. That's just for nothing. And then we could talk about the astrology or any readings that I have that I've done in the past or going forward. If you have any questions for me, great. It's also great to build the community. I believe it's going to be great for many, many things because you know what? I want to have it to where my group comes together. You're part of my tribe, Danish Celtic World's tribe. You get clarifications on things. Yeah. get clarifications on things. You can talk about so much more than just the astrology. You could talk about things that are going wrong if there's a sign. We could talk about angel numbers. We could talk actually the universal number for today is three, which is stands for the Holy Trinity. It is also um, creativity, liveliness, being arty, like being an artist, doing all the things that you love to do that have to do with the arts. So for those of you for the next couple of days, I would do that. I'm also going to pull an angel card as well. So that will come up too here in a couple of minutes. Um, and the membership is not going to be a lot of money. There's not going to be layers of membership, and I'm high and you're low. It's all the same for everybody. Availability is based on what hours I'm on. And so during the summer, mainly during the day, in the afternoon, and in the early evening. And then obviously when school starts, it'll be mostly in the evening on the weekends. And these are my notes. I take notes every time I talk to all of you. And take notes for chatting, take notes as well for the planetary alignments. I want to talk to you also about Gemini um, with communication and technology. A lot of people are really getting crazy about this. Oh my God, AI, what am I going to do? I don't know AI. And, I don't know, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I'm thinking to myself, we all do, a lot of people don't know AI. The best we can all do is go and learn AI. I actually love it so far, but I'm a computer geek, so for me, I like it because I do a ton of work on it. I use it for school, for my students. I use it whether I'm teaching high school or I'm teaching elementary school. It doesn't matter because I'm certified to do both. But with either or, I love it because it engages everybody. It's great if you don't know how to build a website or you don't know how to build, a chat room or a channel or a live TV show. Those things can be put into place to help those that aren't even that savvy with using the computer. So that might be something that all of you who want to become excuse me, or want to build a short website for a business, a long business, a sewing business, a flower business, a candle business, a spirituality business. If you want to have your own business, I have a friend that just did a cleaning business, and she didn't know a thing about building a website, and her business is shooting off. She was doing the cleaning herself. She got so many clients, she had to hire other people. They put them on the website, the services that they do, and then they get to pick who they want, and then they pay them, but they don't get a tip or anything like that until the work is finished based on their performance, obviously. But what I'm talking about here is Gemini. The third house rules communication, technology, you know, things that are wonky. If they go wrong, usually it's technology, especially when we have retrogrades. And, you know, we are going to have a retrograde coming up. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about that. So I want everybody to be cautious about how they're driving in the weather, the technology they're using, how they communicate with others, and engage brain before mouth, and think about what you're going to be doing, reflecting your transactions, your finances, and the things that you're going to be doing during the retrograde part of this month, which is going to happen in a few weeks. Prepare for that. Now we're moving into the new moon in Gemini on the 15th. I'd like for everybody to also, the moon is still waning in the last of the crescent. We're in a crescent moon now, waning crescent. what I want everybody to do as soon as we hit, because a lot of people were saying, I don't know how to manifest. How can we do that? I was thinking of doing a live stream on showing different ways we can all manifest. I love this. And having everybody participate so that each of you can actually manifest your dreams, your wishes, bits and pieces of it. I mean, if you want, say, you'd really like to see your brother get into blank blank college in the fall, but he's got to take a couple courses over the summer to get in because maybe the last semester, senior year, he partied too much. I'm using that as just an example. I have kids too. And they have to take a class, because maybe they didn't do so hot, you know. Um, and your wishes, or your parent and your wishes, oh, they get into the school, they get into the school. Well, you can write that down. I can give you what would help. Just it's very simple. You're just manifesting. You're seeing the picture in your brain. You're thinking about it. You're talking about it. You're working with the child about it, or with your sister about it, or with your spouse about it, or your partner about it, or your family about it daily. You think about, you see it, you talk about it, you bring it about. And we're going to do that. I'm going to have this conversation again when we get closer to the new moon. Okay, let's get started with the reading. I have a new deck I wanted to share with everybody tonight. It's called the Rendevious deck. I know my Brooklyn accent, I'm not saying that properly. I feel like Scooby Doo. But it's beautiful. It's all about romance, abundance. So with Jupiter this week, and we're in that romance. Many of the people I know are getting married this month and next month. Romance is in the air, making money, abundance, going out to play golf, going out to be with your children. Let's see what we got in store. This is the Rendevious Romance deck. I bring this down here. Yep. Oh, okay. This is obviously a new deck because a whole bunch were flying. I'm not going to pick that. Too much more flying. Try that again. Hold on. That would be my son. And with that said, so try that again. So lovely. Much better. All right. We've got plenty of stuff going on here. One more time. Okay. The Four of Cups. God, I love this. This deck is so pretty. Again, just in case anybody would like to see that again. So pretty. Beautiful. Love it. Okay. But your card for today is the beautiful Four of Cups. Beautiful. The Four of Cups is all about, look at this romance. Look at the flowers. And Cups is all about emotions. Cups is all about empathy, spirituality, sensitivity. Okay? Having focus. This is also the moon in Cancer. The Four of Cups is apathy. Having appreciation. Appreciation for one another. Having empathy for one another. You may have a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces that's in your life right now. Doesn't have to be masculine or feminine. Cancer is usually July. Scorpio is usually the end of October through the middle of November. Pisces is the end of February, from the 21st of, I believe, February to March 21st. If you have any of these people in your life, they want to show apathy for you. They care about you. They want to bring healing, deep understanding, compassion to you, love of nature, love of each other, spirituality, feeling good with each other, having a beautiful, I'm saying a beautiful, look at this beautiful, beautiful, deep connection. Deep connection. This is beautiful. Okay. Next card. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. The Lovers. You can't get any better of that. The Two of Cups is all about love, romance. Okay? You can't get any better than that. Okay? You have it. Oh, let me get this thing up here. Love, romance. What do you, it's marriage, it's hand fasting, appreciation of one another, caring for one another, cooperating, partnerships, being genuine, a deep understanding and caring, twin flame love, giving and taking from one another with equity. And since you have the Four Cups here with apathy, and then you have the Two of Cups, many of you might run into within the next week. You may be running into this beautiful, beautiful. Look at this card. Beautiful. They have the water fountain, which stands for the emotions, the flowers, the trees in the background representing pentacles for the earth, the cups representing water and romance and emotions and love for one another, giving to one another, sharing with one another. Many of you are going to run into this beautiful individual. And it doesn't have to be a water sign, although I did mention that water right now is the main contributor, but it could be someone who has water sign in their chart. They don't have to be a sun sign, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. They can also have their moon sign or their rising sign in water, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or their fifth house, which is Venus, in romance and love and finance and how we handle our finances in Pisces, in Cancer, in Scorpio. Seventh house too. Seventh house rules partnerships, relationships, marriage, contracts, bilateral contracts, good business partners, equality, sharing, interpersonal, beautiful, collaborative relationships. There's a lot of people. I mean, I want to go like this and hand everybody a card. There's a lot of people getting this right now. coming up. If you haven't run into someone that makes you feel your knees wobble or makes you feel like uncomfortable, like you can't speak, or you just stand there and you're just like dumbfounded. They ask you a question you can't even answer because you're just in shock because you just ran into a really beautiful person. There you go, baby. Again, doesn't have to be a sun sign. They don't have to be born into being a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They can have it in their moon sign. They can have it in the fifth house, which is Venus. They can have it as their ascending, which is their rising sign, the first house. And they could be running into one of you. I am seeing all across, all week long, Jupiter, which used to be Pisces ruling planet. And you could have Sagittarius because Jupiter used to be in Pisces, now he's in Sagittarius. You can have somebody like that as well. The Ten of Wands. Now, here's the thing with the Ten of Wands. Oh, there you go. The Ten of Wands is carrying a burden. Or the Ten of Wands means you could be carrying some burdens that there's a lot of responsibility and you have a lot of responsibilities to take care of. But I'm telling you right now, I don't care. I'm feeling it. Like I sat here and I just got the willies. Many of you are going to be meeting, whether it's a great friend that you just absolutely love to be around and you can't wait to see them, to someone that you're going to be dating and you can't wait to see them on the next date. You can't wait until they call you. You can't wait to get together with them. You can't wait to go have coffee with them. You can't wait to go out to eat with them. You just can't wait to see their face, to see them smile, to see them come into your life. You can't wait to see them. You can't wait. You can't wait to look into their eyes. You can't wait to sit down and eat with them, to be with them, to talk to them. I don't believe that this burden is going to be anything but maybe you may have you might have to work together. So this gentleman or this young lady or woman or lady or man, work either way, doesn't matter. This is modern times. Either one of you can say, hey, you want to get coffee? And both of you might have mixed up schedules. Maybe there's something that's kind of holding you up a little bit. Not really a burden, more like a schedule issue. This is predominant for many of my subscribers. And I'm loving this for you. Maybe they say, hey, can you go out to dinner? I'm going out with my colleagues. You want to come have a drink with us and a couple of appetizers? And you're like, oh, I usually have dinner with my mom on Wednesday. My dad passed away, so every Wednesday and every Sunday, I have dinner with my mom or my dad because, I want to make sure that we stay connected. Things like that are not really a burden. They're just schedule issues. Or it could be a work issue, or because it could be that you're working on a project. It could be that you're an investor. You might work for mergers and acquisitions. You might work in M&A, Chase, Bank of America, and you're the architect of a project, and you're like, hey, I really love to take you out. I can't go this weekend, but next Friday, can we get together? I'll have my car pick you up, and we'll see the town. I can't do it now. And she's like, I'll have to check my schedule, or I have to check my schedule, but I promise I'll get back to you. But when the two of you get together, bam, bam. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm loving that all day long. Can you give me some, please? Because I want some of that. All right. All right, let's. I want to clarify. This is my elemental wisdom deck, the four elements: earth, air, fire, water. My elemental wisdom deck. Put that down so you can see. Yes, this is. I don't like it on my regular desk here because I have cat hair and cats and all kinds of stuff, and then I have food. So I have many Ouija boards. I love Ouija. So um, I'm using my board today. Okay, let's clarify this card. I'm not seeing anything with the Ten of Wands. I'm not seeing anything like that. This is a beautiful card. This is like, I'm telling you, this is like work or, you know, um, I got to check with my schedule. I got to check with my secretary. I have plans with my parents, or I have plans with my mom, or I have plans with my sister. But I'm going to check, and we're going to get her done. We're going to get together. This is going to happen. This this is going to happen for sure. This is going to happen. Okay, this is going to happen, and I'm going to clarify the card there, the burden card. Let's see what we have here, and there's nothing wrong with this. Okay, this is the Six of Swords, and I'm going to put it up here so you can see the Six of Swords is all that's saying is no, this is not a big deal, no whatsoever, for all of you. All this is that things are going through, but they're going to move slowly. So this relationship, whomever this may be for the collective of many, many, many of you, doesn't matter how you're partnered up. I'm totally feeling this because of the scheduling and our careers and our jobs and our families and our, you know, some of us might be divorced and we might be single parents. Been there, done that. Things are going to move forward smoothly, carefully. Yes, smoothly and carefully. And they're going to go forward, but they're going to go through. There we go. They're going to go through at a slow pace. This woman, this man, feminine, masculine, doesn't matter. With the Six of Swords, this is saying this event, this meeting, this business transaction, this love, this partnership is going to happen. But see, she's rowing. He or she's rowing, but it's moving slowly. You'll get you'll get here, but you're going to be going slowly. There's a lot of schedules and meetings all of you have to schedule around. There are other responsibilities that each of you have to take care of. But you're going to get there together. Once you fix this scheduling out, you're going to get there. You're just going to get there slowly. It's going to take time. And anyway, you know what? Good love always takes time. You need to take time to get to know one another, even if you're best friends only or you are just meeting someone. Take the time to get to know who you are, who they are, before we invest on the permanence of this true love, of this twin flame, of this meaning and having apathy for each other, caring for each other, having sensitivity for one another, falling in love, getting serious, getting engaged, getting married. There's schedules and things like that are on your calendar, and business meetings and other things that are coming here that are going to take time. But time is a good thing, right? Taking things slowly, but you're still getting there. Yeah, let's check that out. Let's see if we're still getting there. Pull my card. Yeah, you are. Six of coins. Six of coins. You're getting there. Okay. Six of coins is getting there. Good luck. Good fortune. Um, you know, getting abundance through donations, having somebody giving you money. Maybe some of you are getting money. Maybe your parents are giving you money. Maybe you're making money to get married. Maybe you're making money to go on the honeymoon. Maybe you're making money and then this will be slow at first, but you'll have time to come back to this relationship. You're going all to be giving money. Money is being handed out to both of you, but it's going to take time. Once this work is done, this some of these burdens are some of these burdens are lifted off. It'll take time, but you'll be back to this, and you, all of you, will be having a great time. This sensual person, sensitivity, caring, talking all night long, talking for hours and never being sick of one another. That's what I'm getting. Talking and having empathy. Meeting again and just you can't get enough. You sit down, eat, you have coffee, you're just talking all night. It's just you just no matter how much you get to know each other, you just can't get enough. And you get there and there's some things that you're gonna have to go over and work out, and you'll get there slowly, but you will get there. The universe is going to give you that blessing and have the coins that you need. Giving this is called giving freely. Giving freely, money giving freely, happiness, love giving freely, material wealth giving freely. This is Pentacles. Pentacle is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and that can also be one of the other people that are in here. Pentacles is again Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is coming in here freely, giving money, wealth, health, well being, happiness, being happy with the life that we're going to live. And it's coming to you slowly, but it's coming, my darlings. It's coming, honey bunny. It's coming, baby doll. For all of you, it's coming. It's there. Okay. I'm going to be going through my Astro Ruin cards. There aren't that many here because there are only so many ruins, right? But I'm going to be pulling that. I want to see what it says it has for each and every one of you. This is great reading. Again, remember Jupiter is in play this week. Finances, wealth, health, abundance, good luck. Some of you, I'm not saying you're all going to win, but even if you do a scratch off and you get $20, hey, it's $20 you didn't have before, right? Okay, let's see what we got for our ruin cards. Last, it says, okay, and this is a water sign. Look at that. That's a sign of Neptune right there. That's a sign of Neptune. Put that deck there. That's right here. That's Neptune. Right there. The sign of Neptune. It says static energy, law, static energy, less cooling, focus, and privacy. And that's I already mentioned that about the focus. The focus. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of focus that we're going to need to be doing here. You know, focus is going to come into play. Focus on good communication. Focus on, how we're working with technology. How are we learning AI? Because Gemini is Uranus, okay, is really about awakening, change, transformation, innovation. innovation. You know, you want innovation. Do you want that innovation? Innovation. You know, it's beautiful because that change and innovation and revolution and awakening and wakening up to this beautiful love, this money coming to you from working hard, going slow into this beautiful relationship, having that focus. I'm not. I'm not pulling another card. Okay, I am going to pull another card. The guide to your life's soul journey. This is a great deck. I love this. It's love and career. It goes with our reading today. Okay, this is a wonderful reading. For those of you that are looking at this reading today, you have fire, a lot of fire, a lot of water, and a lot of pentacles. We did not get a lot of swords. Swords is really all about air. It's the mind. It's communication. But Gemini, Uranus is in Gemini, so we did. We didn't have it in the cards though. The astrology incorporated the swords, the air signs, because we have a lot of Gemini in the mix. We have a lot of wands in the mix with Sagittarius and Mars, because Mars is the ruler of Aries. With that going fast, being the warrior, having the energy, going forward, but with reason and checking yourself and reflecting. Reflecting. Remember, I told you, you all have to reflect. You need to reflect. We need to have that reflection. Yeah, sure. We should do that anyway, right? Just like I said, we should be taking the relationship slow. Get get to know how their schedule is. Get to know them. Yeah, there's going to be some bumps in the way. Isn't that always when you first meet somebody? Now, when there's too many, you guys people don't get along. That's one thing. But these two cards, no. This is twin flame love. This is wow. I believe I just met my best friend. I just met a great person. You know, I just met this. You know, I just met a beautiful, beautiful person. Right? I just met this super guy. You know, and that's what I'm going to have everybody do today. I want everybody to go ahead and think about what you want for the next 7 years. We've been talking about this Uranus and Gemini. I said this the last time we met as well. Make a list. Make a list of the things that you see for yourself in your future. Focus on that. What we perceive the world, the architecture, the landscape to be now is not what it's going to be in the future. Okay? Let's see what we got for our card today. Make, oops, sorry, make miracles. Stay open minded. Oh, we already talked about that today too. That opening that I said about everything today with Saturn, the Sun and Saturn, sextile, and then Mars being sextile too. With that, I said that we need to be open and open minded. This card is saying, now, if this card came out this way, it would be this, but it didn't come out that way. Came out this way, making miracles. Stay open minded and receptive to the magic unfolding in your life. I love this. This is fantastic. Make miracles. Stay open minded and receptive to the magic unfolding in your life. That magic is right here, right here. Apathy, sensitivity, compassion with you, love of nature, being in the they look like they're in Central Park here. Okay, that's why I love these cards because they're really modern. They have different cities that are really modern. Look here, they're in Chicago. That's Buckingham Fountain right here. This is Central Park. Just so you know, that's one of the reasons why I bought the cards so that you can kind of relate to that. Here, they're climbing a mountain. They have to work things out together, get together, talk to each other, communicate. Things will take time, but in time, things will be handed to you and they will work out fine. Here you have that less telling you need to focus. And I already expressed that to you in the astrology. The astrology is saying that everybody needs to be focused and look at their long term perspective, not just now for what we want. What do you want to feed your soul for the next 7 years so that you have security, that you have safety, that you have peace, and for yourself, for your family, for your children, for the people around you who mean everything in the world to you while you're still living within this world, in this 3D world. Because transformation with Uranus entered in Gemini long time ago already. With Uranus, transformation is going to happen whether you like it or not. So we need to get on the train, talk to discern what's around you intrinsically and extrinsically, and we need to take a look at around and appreciate what we have and work what we have, and also see what we want to do, frame our goals, do our planning, and stay open-minded and receptive to the magic unfolding in your life. Make miracles happen. Make miracles happen. You make miracles happen. You make your destiny happen. You're in charge of your destiny, not anyone else. Only you can make the footsteps and put the grounding down and put the foundation down and your stability and your security and for your peace, for your money, for your wealth, health, and happiness and love. Twin flame love, family love, fourth house family, for you to communicate, third house, Gemini. Stay open-minded and be receptive to the magic unfolding in your life. That's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to pull a money card. I think we're going to be done for tonight. Okay, if you want a reading with me, please contact me at Danu's Celtic Worlds, Danu's Celtic Worlds at gmail.com. Again, contact me via email, through Gmail, Google Mail, Gmail, Danu's Celtic Worlds at gmail.com. You can also contact me via Facebook, Danu's Celtic Worlds. Please friend me. Please join my Facebook page. Support our cause of paying attention to the astrology, loving the earth, loving our animals. I contribute to that. Please do so. And also my YouTube channel, Danu's Celtic Worlds. Danu's Celtic Worlds. Please press subscribe down below. I'd love to have you by 4th of July weekend. We're all going to have our own membership. You can talk to me. We can talk to each other. We can do one card reading. We can talk about your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, and what's there for each of you. We can build Danish Celtic World community, communicate with each other about the readings and what they mean for each one of you. Please press like. I'd love for you to like my channel. I'd love for you to be here every week. It's great chatting with you, great getting emails from each of you. You're also wonderful, and I've met some very kind, caring, very professional, and very well-rounded individuals. I'm loving that. I love that you're inquisitive and you ask me questions. That means the world to me. And I love helping people and making them feel like they're got peace when they ask me questions, or if they have a question about the astrology, that I can help them out so they have a better understanding. Please press like. Please go down below and the YouTube channel under Dan News Celtic Worlds. Press subscribe, press like. I'd love to have you here as much as possible. Please communicate with me again through Danish Celtic World, Instagram. You can Instagram me at Instagram as well. You can YouTube me. Again, subscribe, like. You can get me on Facebook. Join my Danny's Celtic World Facebook page. I have tons and tons and tons of stuff, not just for the astrology, for those of you who practice spirituality or are pagan, or meditate, yogis, good nutrition, vegan. I also do a lot of energy healing, and a lot of those. Actually, tomorrow I have 4 seminars. I can paste and send that information out to everyone and let them know what I've learned so that I can teach all of you. And I would love to have you join those websites and my membership once it's put up here on 4th of July, so that all of you can be a part of that. All of you can learn from that and have any questions. I can teach you all of those spirituality things. We could talk about yoga and also the astrology and the tarot. Okay. 0606. Commitment. That is great because you know what you got here, right? Look here, everybody. Look what you got here. And commitment. You got commitment. Over there. Commitment. Loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual realms, growth, solution. Many of you here who may practice spirituality like myself, or you may meditate, or you may be practicing to heal, to rise your vibration, chakra healing, work with crystals, and like those that are empaths or light workers, or some of them think they're one within the other, have deep connections with the otherworldly realms. This healing, this bringing of this deep understanding of compassion and commitment to your spirituality, commitment to your love, commitment to your passion, commitment to your relationships, commitment to your business endeavors, commitment to long-term commitment, receiving the money for your commitment. 0606 is our angel number. Look at that, for commitment. For the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. Commitments, loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual realms, growth, solutions, applying honestly and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up, for the best is yet to come. Open up, open up. Let Jupiter come in there and give you that abundance, giving you that higher thinking, giving you that luck, giving you that growth. That even says it on here, growth. Again, commitment, loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual realms, growth, solutions to everything. Just think about it, reflect upon it. Sit down and think about, meditate upon it. Applying honesty and light daily is fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. And everyone is different. I'm going to break reading the card. Everyone is different in finding those solutions and comforts. Not everybody is going to be the same. That would not make us unique if we all had the same things. That would make us quite boring. We're all unique in this reading. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up, for the best is yet to come. For each of you, my collective, my lovely subscribers, I am so happy to have you. I'm so happy you're here. For those of you that are new, my name is Kate. I'm Danu's Celtic World. Please subscribe, hit the red button, subscribe and like to keep this channel going. I'm building this channel to have a community for healing, for light work, for meditation, for spirituality, learning tarot, learning astrology, learning how to ground yourself. I'm going to put this here so that all of you can see that. I'm going to leave this down like I always do so that each of you can take a look, take notes. I know a lot of people like to take notes. Yeah. These cards are so silky, shiny, new. And sometimes they just do that. Okay. I'm going to sit here and wait for a few minutes. Now, for all of you, this relationship is very beautiful. I would like for all of you to comment if you have any. Oh, sorry. This way you can see the six card. I'd like for all of you, if you have any questions pertaining to this relationship, if you've met somebody, if you know somebody you're interested in and you're concerned about that meeting, shouldn't be a problem. I feel some of you have already met somebody. Making miracles, making these miracles happen. Making these miracles happen. Yeah. Don't be afraid to make miracles happen. You deserve them. Everybody deserves to have beautiful miracles in their life. And they happen usually when certain planetary aspects are in play. And, it's like the old saying, what goes around comes around. When you're not expecting it. I know this sounds crazy, but it is so true. Karma has a way of coming back around, turning it around. That's why people and other people say this too. Oh, I don't have to do that. Yeah, sometimes you do. And I was explaining this to someone else today. What goes around comes around. Sometimes when you do stuff to other people, we go, oh, I don't have to do that. Yeah, you should because, why would you want somebody else to treat you like that? You wouldn't, right? Okay. Again, I love this card. Let's remember this. Stay open minded and receptive to the miracles unfolding in your life. Look at the just like angel numbers, and we see 1111 or 222 555 or 444. House and home, fifth house. Relationships, marriage, and then maybe one day you'll see 777, and it's partnerships and marriage, or you might see 222, money, work, the house, the 12. That's one of the houses, and the 12th house is the second house is finance. Third house is communication. Look for your numbers and see the signs. Sometimes signs happen right in front of you, and you don't even realize it. Signs. I lived in a place once, and I kept having birds fly into my home, and I kept asking about that. And then they said, "Oh, that's good luck," or that means that, or that means this. You know. So look for the signs. This is fantastic. I'm gonna hold that up again for some of you. Okay, that's great. I will see you tomorrow. I will be having our reading tomorrow. For those of you that want to join, please hit subscribe. For those of you that already are subscribed on my YouTube channel, when the memberships for the channel comes up, everybody that's already subscribed will be getting a very small discount for the membership fee, and it'll be almost nothing. But those that are new, that are coming along after in the aftermath, it'll be a little bit more, but we're going to have tags and loyalty tags, and we're going to have prizes. I'm going to have people that will win prizes for a free reading, for an astrology chart, to communicate, to pick a card, to talk about light work and healing work, and meditation and yoga and eating right and nutrition and things of that sort that I'm very much into. Anybody that wants to learn astrology and full houses and learn how to read tarot, I'm going to do that as well. And I'd like to also teach how to read this. And also, what some people don't know is also how to do some writing that pertains to how to write for the astrology. I've done that before, and sometimes it takes a lot of work to do that because they just write dot, 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 and people don't know what that means when they're reading the newspaper. They don't know what that means when you pick up a Vogue magazine. You have to be really detail oriented, and that's really great. I'm so happy that you're here again. I'm Kate, Danu's Celtic World. Please subscribe, Danu's Celtic World on Facebook.com, Danu's Celtic World on Instagram, Danu's Celtic World on YouTube channel, and Danu's Celtic World at gmail.com through my Google email. Please email me. Please subscribe. I love you guys. You're great. Thanks for chatting with me. Thanks for sending me emails. Thanks for contacting me and asking me questions. Don't be shy. I'm not shy. Don't be hesitant to ask me anything you need, any questions you have. Contact me. I will get back to you within 24 hours at the latest. Have a great evening. Happy Friday. Have fun. Be safe. And be good to you. Be kind to one another. Blessed be. And for the end of this reading, so mote it be. Bye now.